Hello, good evening. Welcome back to Spooky Scary Times in the Fog. Yeah, so we've settled all that stuff, so I think we just triggered the chapter transition at this point, and we're off to the races. Yeah, I'm very curious. I'm very curious what they do for the next chapter, given that we already have the Fox abilities and all that, you know. Okay, no changes to this cutscene.
いいえ、私は襲えません。はい。姿が見えなくとも一緒にいるのを感じます。私頑張ります。ふさわしくなるように。
Was the door always slightly ajar? I think that's new. But also, I guess, yeah, the doll symbolizes the childhood, right? The fleeting childhood that she's trying to hold on to. Wait, now I can just come here and pop this all open.
迷っていたんだ。でも今はもう道に迷いはない。
Yeah, we can just open all the doors immediately. This is just the other way. Yeah, we can open all the doors immediately now. I guess I'll open up everything in this main room first. Yeah, we can fully explore in here, look for all the items. Well, there should be some neat documents around here too. At least I would imagine. Yeah, I need to change my Omamori back. Yes, the comfy loadout works fine. While we're here. There we go. To stand the ceremony of welcome, and Hinako shall be born anew with blinding beauty. Ancestral spirits of the Tsuneki, who by order of the Kutsu no Miya in heaven's benediction dwell, offer unto Hinako thy words of celebration, for she has completed this ritual. Already done then. Cool. There's no real need to open all these doors, I guess. It's just there if we want to. One sec. Okay, there's also a couple enemies lurking around in here somewhere, so... Yeah, like right there. Okay, I guess it's just a bunch of goodies. Well, forgot about you. Okay. I think that's everything in here, which means we could probably go for an upgrade now. Got so much of it. Yeah, they heavily load the latter part of a bunch of Enma, I guess. Sorry, not Enma. They load a lot of the upgrades here. And I'll just upgrade our sanity. Okay, max sanity for now. Okay, that's every door opened. Except for the one over there on the right. No, wait, no, two more here. I mean, they don't lead anywhere, they're just like optional routes. There is tea in here. Okay, one more door all the way back there, I guess. Yeah, no new letters in here. It's all goodies. Goodies for Inari-sama. Alright, which way do we want to go first? Up the stairs? I guess up the stairs can't hurt. Could we go in here the last time? Yeah, we could. It just took me a second to recognize. It's hoping for a gong noise or something. Okay, nothing in here, and that way leads to the chamber. I guess I want to see what's on the other staircase first. Because I remember an attic area. And then these were the combat rooms. It's so weird coming here and like everything's so empty. Oh wait, this is the other side, right? Hmm? Or is it? I'm a little lost. We'll check this way first. Oh yeah, they're just letting us wander all over the place now. So like, are they saying that technically we could just skip ahead? Like this is the, yeah, this is the back end. Not the back end, this is where we come out of. Then that staircase just leads back down, I believe. I mean, we can loop around, it's not in a hurry. Yeah, forward down the stairs and then figure it out from there. Well, we'll have to look around to see if I'm missing any documents anyway, so this is fine. Yeah, this puts us back here. Got it. So the other side of the staircase is where it would lead us to the ritual. So what happens if we go all the way in this direction? Like, does it become a dead end? No. Oh wait, this is a different shrine.
神々しい場所でしょう。
Yeah, that was the exit to another one. Right. Okay, just checking. Not missing any documents, right? Because here's where I would probably put something. If I were a game designer. You know, to spice things up at the second visit. Doesn't look like it though. Infinite shrine architecture though. Here's where we had to fight a bunch of enemies. Get this door open. Yeah, there's nothing here now. Why the sketches with the exclamation mark? They make it funny. Funny-er. Okay, that's one big circle. I don't find anything new either, just like, you know, just goodies. Offerings and stuff if we want to buff our stats all the way. So forward and then down, I guess, that's the last one. And then this is where we come back out of, I think. Yeah, the attic area is up here. Because you don't get that seal until you come back down. Yeah, everything's just open already. You know, it's also kind of funny. You can almost imagine all this as just Hinako wandering around the wedding venue the day before the wedding, you know? Right? Metaphorically, that works too. Okay, nothing here. Ah! I tried to back roll. Okay, nothing in any of those spots. Yeah, here's the attic. There are enemies up here now. It appears there are enemies coming in for a spin. More than one. Murder. Okay, that takes care of that. Nothing up here. Divine water. Ah, there we go. There's a brooch door. So this is new. This is the new part. Whoa! Huh. This is pretty. Got out. Hmm. I mean, the frame rate's a little iffy, but that's a looker, isn't it? Oh, I think it's probably because that chunk back there is deloading, like right on the cusp as we cross across. Yeah. It doesn't like that I'm pointing the camera this way. Hmm. It's okay. And yet, our mortal world is ever-changing. The age of gods has passed, and the powers of heaven have withered. Such a living sacrifice may no longer suffice to quell the wrath of the deep. So our ancestors saw fit to place a seal of immense power upon the being below. Upon the water they set a great stone. Now the being remains sealed away, unable to break free of its prison. However, earth cannot endure forever against the might of water. As its power wanes, the seal shall break. When the wrath rises once more, we shall be powerless to stop it. Hey, it's one of those things. The donk. The thing that goes donk. Okay, I see some bells and stuff. It's probably a puzzle. It's a deer scare, yeah. Now it's a player scare. Donk. Hote-sama sitting cross-legged. Obtain the small vial containing the Agura no Hote-sama. Contains a red liquid. Agura no Hote-sama. A clear medicinal infusion of a deep red color. This natural remedy is a traditional folk medicine. Oh wait, yeah, this Agura no Hote-sama or Hote-sama's cure. Still favored. In ancient times, when people believed fevers were the result of demonic possession, this infusion was considered a miracle cure that was capable of dispelling evil spirits. But the original formulation has been lost to time. Historical documents indicated it took an extraordinary amount of time to effort to prepare. I see what they're doing there, chat. So, in Silent Hill 1, there's a key item called the Aglotophotis or something like that. I can't remember how exactly you pronounce it. Aglotophotis or something. You need to use it on. Okay, so you have there's this one cop in the town as well, like following you, Sybil. She gets possessed later on, and if you have this, you can throw it at her. It dispels the demon possessing her. Well, demon monster, whatever you want to call it, cult monster. You can save her if you use that on her. If you don't, then you have to fight her in a boss battle, and then she dies, and then that affects your ending. But yeah, Aglotophotis, Agura no Hote-sama. It's definitely invocative of it, especially with this little lore tidbit. You know, it was like miracle cure capable of dispelling evil spirits. I see what they did there. You know. Agura no Hote-sama bestows unto us the blessing of crimson water. This blessing can be found deep beneath the sacred mountain, where spring water pools to infuse with benison herbs. Its medicinal properties, unlike any other, are the bounty of many moons of steeping. The power imbued to the crimson water shall eradicate even the most wicked evil, but beware, for its frightful potency makes it unsuitable for the purification of mortals. Only for the excision of ancient evil shall it be used. According to the writings of the Iwai family, whose members have served the people of Ebisugaoka as physicians for generations, only infusions prepared using the traditional method can truly be called Agura no Hote-sama. Anything bearing the name in the modern day is merely snake oil. True infusions are said to be a double-edged sword, both a miraculous elixir and a dangerous poison. That is, if one harbors any guilt inside their hearts, then not only shall the infusion cleanse you of any evil spirits, but also destroy your very self from the inside out. Alright. You left me and Emma. Alright, so... Am I supposed to do something with this? Maybe I need to go to the donk. The donk might have my instructions. Upon the rock, our ancestors built our shrine, naming it Heaven's Benediction so it could serve as a sanctuary for our clan. When Heaven's Benediction falls, the wrath of the depths shall rage against the heavens themselves, and both man and land shall face calamity. When that time comes, the glory of Higa's gods shall wane, heralding to the end of our clan. It is the duty of our families to ensure that Heaven's Benediction will prosper for generations to come. It is the fate of our family said that he shall prevent calamity from ever rising. Okay, there we go. He who seeks the crimson water which banishes evil. When the Shishiodoshi strikes once, let the bell chime. Thrice shall the bells ring to speak the legends of this land. Trapped under a great stone in the lake's abyss lies a slumbering water dragon, during the age of God to sealed away by our ancestors. Deprived of the water dragon spirit, the once lush great tree has met a withered fate. Shishiodoshi is a deer scare, I see. Trapped under a great stone. Water dragon, great tree. Okay. Now look at the icons. Yeah, good thing I guess we looked around, because we could have just gone ahead, I guess. Okay, great stone, water dragon, great tree. Yama. That's the tree, I would assume. That could be the dragon. But the game does not like it when I go up here. I guess that could be the Great Stone. I mean, it's a mountain, but... Okay, Great Stone. Unless there's another one up here. Yeah, there's only that many. Water Dragon. Might be you. Then Great Tree. Do we have to do it in the time of a single strike? Maybe. Or maybe like in between one each. That's what it was. The last record of a true Agara no Hote-sama being administered in Ebisugaoka was around the time that Senetsugi Shrine's divine tree fell in a lightning strike. According to historical records, it was decided that in order to protect against such misfortune from befalling the shrine again, an Inari statue would be enshrined as a divine object. The Iwai family sprinkled the statue with revered medicine to cleanse it of any impurities. It is said that the Inari statue's bowl miraculously filled with a red liquid resembling Agra no Hote-sama. Ever since, any villagers who drank it were cured of their illnesses. Oh, I see. So the red stuff is miracle medicine. That clears things up. So up here, I guess. Okay, nothing else is interactable here anymore. Maybe this just makes that one trowel of water at that shrine. You know, the one that says you could probably do something to cleanse things. Maybe we gotta do this first to make the water into the cleansing stuff. Okay, I don't see anything else that can be interacted with, so I guess we're done here. Yeah, I guess we're done. Because I saw that trowel at the real life shrine, so pretty sure that's what. Pretty sure that's what we need to do. Because you know, the ending guide also mentions that you know, you can either purify or don't purify the sacred sword or something like that. So this is probably a prerequisite. Okay. Well, I guess we've done our futzing around. That's our entrance. Yeah. Time to make a save. That new mystery gift event for ZA. Alright. Oh, they're just giving you Mega Mutanites. Ah, Mrs. Arare. Cool. More stuff to do when we hop back in that game. This live mission is called Project M. Don't read too much into it, chat. Don't read too much into it. I'm pretty sure that's what Pokemon Special called it too, and that predates that which shall not be named. I'll take a stamina upgrade. Okay. So I guess if you weren't doing a bunch of exploration on this chapter, it's pretty fast. Yeah, you literally just go through this corridor, open it up, and then just walk to the end. I'm guessing, you know, we fight the boss fight again, and then that's it for this chapter.
見たまえ皆が私たちを祝ってくれている
No one else is saying anything this time round, though. I know, there it is. Same cutscene.
私の気持ちを知ってたくせに傾いて見たくなかった見たくなかった
I'm gonna see if any dialogue here is different. Oops. Yeah, this definitely feels like the argument they had. The argument they had at, like, on the wedding day itself. That's the impression I get anyway. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's a lot easier on this difficulty, I guess. New stuff? Right. Juicy stuff.
十分殺すか殺されるか決めた姉ちゃん殺されなさいひな子どうしてみんなそうなのみんな殺してるのお姉ちゃんも殺したのええ私も殺したわ お父さんもお母さんも、そして大切な妹であるあなたもね。友達もみんな殺したわ。
私は殺されたくない。
今日それを口にすることがどれだけ恐ろしいか分かってる。
もちろん。
今日までに何度も言ったかもしれないけれど、もう一度だけ言うわね。生はあなたが選びなさい。だけど今日、その選択には特別な代償が伴う。それもあなたが生き延びた時にだけ。あなたがおとなしく殺されるなら何の代償もない。お姉ちゃんはひな子に幸せになってほしいよ。
お姉ちゃん。
Yeah, this like definitely is just a conversation they had on the wedding day too. Right. Why am I so delayed? Okay, chat. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna restart the game. Like, it should not be lagging like this in the middle of a cutscene too. Like, something's off. Give me a sec. Let me fix that real quick. Oh, the lighting still applies here. That's funny. Alright, give it a sec, chat. And also, I guess, I really can't rely on this Wi-Fi network. Huh? Okay, sync backed up. Okay, we'll sync backed up. Okay. Okay, I think that should fix it. Yeah, alright. It's still a little bit chuggy in this area, but yeah. Well, I guess we'll have to deal with it. Okay. What's happening to me, chat? Help! I am freaking the heck out. Anyway, I wanted to point out the sound of this area. It's interesting, isn't it? Like there's a weird low hum around here. Alright, hang on. Let me refresh the network on the mocap data. Are we okay? No, we're still very delayed, but eh. Can't stall forever. We'll let it sync up in a bit. Okay. This area is chugging.
お姉ちゃんの言う通りだ。時間がない。二人とも待ってて。すぐ行く。
Gotta make a decision, I guess. Okay. So this is the way back up. Okay, yeah, it's just that. I think it's that chunk down there that's loading the town down below. It's causing it to be funky. It feels like most of it is due to the town chunk loading in. That causes all the wacky stuff to happen. Well, we can live with it though. Alright, so we're still one short. So I guess it's on the path ahead. What about the trowel? Like this is the one, right? Okay, there's nothing to interact with right up here. I guess we'll just advance along the path for now. Presumably they'll allow us to backtrack here. No, it still doesn't like it when I point the camera over there. In the direction of the chunk. Yeah, it's a UE5 thing. Like, I've seen this issue across a couple games. Silent Hill 2 Remake also had this issue. I'm just surprised that it didn't happen on my first playthrough. Like, it's only happening now for some reason. Like, I don't know if maybe the most recent update has anything to do with it. At the same time, I don't know if anyone else is encountering this issue, so... hard to tell. But like, you know, it's definitely a UE5 thing. The engine has issues sometimes, you know. Hey, Shu. I mean, he's not wrong, but... you know. Honestly, probably once we go into the next chunk and the chunk behind us deloads, it should smooth out. Okay. On the other hand, though, the most recent patch also did reduce the number of force fights in this section, apparently. So we'll see. For the types of research, you know. Clue collected by research. Okay. There's the last one. In the Edo period, lightning struck the divine tree, leading people to believe that its spiritual power was lost. Then they turned to worship the next oldest objects, the Inari statues. Thus, the people of Ebisugaoka began worshipping Inari-sama. However, the sacred sword predates even the Inari faith. If the oldest object was to become the next object of worship, then it should be the sacred sword. In other words, the sacred sword is discovered, it will without a doubt undermine the very foundation of local beliefs. Okay, we're looking for a house with 2 floors and a side area. Isn't it this house? No, can't be. Is it? I don't know. Or is it further back? Actually, I think that might be Shu's house. Hang on. Lucaria got a new Mega. Well, it's either going to cook or it's gonna flop. There's no in between, so we'll have to see it later. Is it back here? No, I think I'm overthinking it. Probably further down the path again. Ah, I see. You can just walk past this one if you want. Yeah, I see. See, chat, they removed the impossible barrier, so now we can just walk past it. That's handy. We still have to deal with some of the enemies in order to, like, cleanly look around, but I scanned that area and there's nothing there, so... Yeah. So you can make like a survival horror and run. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, narratively, like, this is where Hinako goes on a mad rage and starts trying to attack everything, so, like, I get it. You do wanna go, like, that's the idea, you're going on a rampage, but, yeah, locking you in with that is like, eh. He's really done it this time. That husband of mine is always quick to brandish a knife around when he loses his temper, but this time he went too far. He threw it at Hinako. Did he even stop for a second to think what might happen if he mangled her face before she got married? I just don't know what's going through his head sometimes. Sorry, Kumiko, I know I'm always complaining to you. Sure, true, a knife. I remember that cutscene. We're probably gonna see it again later. I think it's back up here, actually. Oh, we're gonna have to find Dad's own knife? Alright. It has now been 2 weeks since I began taking Kakura Makakura. I've observed no significant physical changes. If anything, I'll be falling asleep and waking with ease. I have lucid dreams an average of once every 2 days, when I do, I feel neither the passage of time nor exhaustion, which allows me to become lost in thought. However, today I met with startling results. In my dream, there was another version of myself who spoke to me. found a damage of Zizo's sign in the mountains. The characterization of the stone base is indecipherable. Seems the residents of the town offer their kitchen knives and other tools, though Jesus is unfitting for the rest. I remember you. Okay, so it's a little further down here. Just a little. There it is. Father's old tuna filleting knife. It's now completely rusty and useless.
その包丁
That's... It happens more than once, alright. Annoying. Just want to get rid of it first. Okay. Let's backtrack. Go back to the Jizo statue. Settle all this. Put it to bed. Should do. Okay.
誰我らのもとへ
What did I say? Come to the divine tree again? Weird.
親睦のもとへ私何を親睦へどういうこと
It's followed us, chat. Alright, excuse me. Oh, you're blocking the way back. Okay, that's... Well, you know what? That's fair. Ow. See, this is fine. You know, like you want to backtrack and do the bonus thing and the way back is blocked. Like that's more like that's less of a thing I'll complain about because this is something you go out of your way to do. But the performance isn't helping. Okay, it's long. It's a bit of a long track back, but there's a shrine along the way. Okay. Don't question it, I guess. Oh, so wait a heck. Oh no. Yeah, you guys were near just now. Is this why there's so much loading, like, weirdness in here? They're like loading an alternate chunk. Or loading alternate objects because we just did the quest. That might have been it. Yeah, it kind of smoothed out now. A little. Maybe it's just the sacred sword chunks. Like level chunks. An ancient sword that harbors a malevolent energy deep within its steel. Even if the blade chips, the mysterious power that resides in it restored up to its whole and unblemished state. While it is shaped, the sacred sword will recover durability when you attack enemies using other weapons. While you cannot use the sacred sword to focus attack, your gauge remain untouched if you attack while focusing. However, if your attack when is you automatically block the attack and be forced out of focus. Whoa, this weapon's got special stuff. You can perform a counter while wielding sacred sword. So long as an out counter is possible if you're in the middle of attack. Huh. Interesting. Oh, it has its own. It has its own slot. Oof, wow. It's like we're being dragged around by it. It's kind of cool. Apparently, this weapon doesn't. It auto repairs. Interesting. Okay, so we have the sword now. Let me just check if, because I don't remember if the purification thing is here or elsewhere. Let me just make sure I didn't overshoot it. Meanwhile, I'll give some time for my model to stop freaking out. Yeah, sorry chat, I don't know why I'm so glitchy today. A bug got into my robot systems, and now I'm just glitching everywhere. Alright. Yeah, let me just make sure. Okay. It's not this shrine, I think, is it? Okay, we did the puzzle correctly, yeah. Okay, no, it's a little further forward. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I misremembered. It's on the way. But I guess this means we can use this blade for a while. Wait, but the sheep just vanishes. And you know what? I'll run around with the sword out for a while. It's probably cooler. Apparently the good news is, chat, we only need to do this puzzle one time. After this, subsequent playthroughs, the sword will be available at the second Jizo statue. So we can just pick it up straight away. So, you know, we get this unbreakable weapon for use in future playthroughs. Very nice. And apparently same goes for the purification puzzle. Like, it opens up the location for us to purify the thing. So we don't need to do it again, like the location's already there. And we can use it if we want to. So you can just focus on like choosing to do the story path or not. Which is nice. Okay, yeah, so we continue on here. Left side leads us to a shrine. This is where the purification one is. Yeah, this is where it was.
町で一番古いお稲荷様だ。
Ah, there we go. So this affects an ending choice apparently, but I guess we can do it now since we've already gone through the trouble. We didn't really do much of it at all, but Once the sacred soil has been purified, it will no longer provide you with any protection. Like I said, it will no longer repair itself in shape. Instead, you will need to rely on tokens to restore its durability. I see. It's gone back to standard attack animations. Okay. Okay, I didn't realize I was holding on to so much stuff. I guess I'll just drop by the shrine again and just deposit the stuff we picked up, and then I guess we're good to continue. And also, you know, we're not angrily yelling as much on the way down. Like, I think we were chasing the Shiramuku the first time round. Now we're just kind of walking. I think. No. The Shiramuku chase is later. Yeah, never mind. It's after the house. Alright, let me just drop by back here, clean things up, and then we can proceed. Guess I'll take a health upgrade. Ah, darn.
早く家に帰らないと。
I'm just checking for documents again, chat. There were a couple on the way in here. And the game really doesn't like the town chunk right now. Dude. I noticed it around the start too. When we were in the town, so you were looking away from the town, it's not too, like, doesn't complain too much. When we're in the town and looking around too much, I think the viewport's like loading and unloading the chunks. And something's gone wrong.
ここは侵食されてない。
落ち着いて。怖がってるだけだから。怖くない。怖くないよ。大丈夫？すごい血。早く手当てしないと。ありがとう。
大丈夫か？子供を噛むなんて許せねえ。ただ殺してやる。
僕は固定機って言います。君は？私はひなこ。清水ひなこ。
私は覚えてさえいなかったのにな。
Well, there you go. Okay, there's the confirmation, chat. You didn't get that part of the dialogue in the first time round. So they did meet each other early on. I know it's sudden, but I'm moving. I won't ever forget you, Hinako. Thank you for saving me, Kotoyuki. Old medical record. While the request for emergency transfer was being made, I was left alone in the examination room with the patient. During this time, he briefly regained consciousness. When I rushed over and began calling his name, he responded, Kotoyuki, so that is my name. It is not uncommon for patients with high fevers to experience disorientation. However, this young boy did not show any signs of distress. He remained expressionless, his face like an unmoving mask. His eyes were blank and glassy, not unlike those of a doll. At the very least, I did not note any of the usual symptoms of fever-induced disorientation. Immediately after, he again lost consciousness. As I did not accompany him, I do not know the details of what happened at Prefectural Hospital. Although such an episode can likely be attributed to a temporary disturbance in the patient's memory, as a long-practicing physician of Episogaoka, I cannot help but be reminded of the local phenomenon, the fox possession. It's very Higurashi of it, right? Like the whole, is it supernatural or is it just a virus? Hinamizawa syndrome, etc, etc. Let me explore in peace. Okay. I remember finding a letter around here too. I think this might have been where Kotoyuki's family lived. Like in hindsight, that would make sense. Like it's around here. Yeah, it was this house. See this big fancy house, chat? That's the Tsuneki's house. I'm pretty sure. You know, the maybe supernatural, maybe just a big fancy noble's place house. It's a little unclear whether we take it at face value or if it's just a metaphor type house. And they have a box in here. Alright. On the 21st, 13th Episagaoka residents were brutally killed in broad daylight. The police department has yet to find the killer. Meiji 13, 1880. This was a truly horrible incident. Police investigations put out nothing, and construction of a large-scale dam began soon after, drawing a whole new workforce to Episagaoka that rapidly developed the town. Before long, everybody had forgotten about the mass murder. I, however, have not forgotten. There is something very peculiar about this incident. According to multiple eyewitness reports, the killer was a giant of a man, over 2 meters tall, who had covered himself head to toe in tree bark and roots fashioned into a kind of armor. On top of that, he also wore a Noah mask. He marched around the town preaching the following: "You worship false idols. The foxes lead you astray. Destroy their foul statues. If reverence is not given to the divine tree, then that water dragon shall arise once more to bring calamity upon this land." The man then proceeded to butcher everyone in this puff of a katana. I'd wager that the perpetrator was some kind of divine tree faith fanatic. To the followers of the old practices, the transition of faith from the divine tree to the Inari statue is surely seen as an unthinkable act of blasphemy. It's entirely possible that the strange guise he wore was to replicate the giant monk who founded the religion in the Kamakura period. According to another eyewitness report, we also know what happened to the man in his final moments. This, too, unsurprisingly, has been made out into some kind of divine happening. A thick fog swept in, and from it appeared a pack of eerily glowing foxes. They circled around the man, surrounding him, and then everything was swallowed by the fog, leaving nothing behind. What juvenile dribble. Well, you say that, but it sounds like he just got Silent Hilled, I guess. Which is clearly a skill issue on his part. But, you know, what else are I gonna see? Are you going to... By the way, fun fact. Chad, you see this truck? You know, the one that's been blocking us this whole time? But we can't really see the logo from this angle, but it's a fishery. It's the same fishery that calls us when we get home. You know, the one where we're expecting a spooky phone call, whatever, and it's just, "Hey, congratulations for always patronizing us." That's them. That's their truck. They're trolling us. Also, I'm pretty sure like the company name is like one of the producers. I have to like hear it again. But I was like watching back the footage. At one point I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Alright. Do I have to kill you? I don't have to kill you. Not anymore. Hooray, we've been freed. We don't need to fight this one anymore too. Goodbye. Goodbye forever. I think we might still need to fight the third one, but otherwise, goodbye forever. Also, okay, things smoothed out a little bit. Yeah, I guess it's just that one chunk of the town map that just loads weird. Yes, alright.
相棒もうすぐだ。
I'll chalk it up to UE5 weirdness. Checking for notes around here too. Just a sickle. They're getting a little feistier than usual. This is the road back into town. Which I don't think there was anything down there. It was just some additional stuff. And I think I'm realizing why they do it this way too. Because this is the house with the first Jizo statue in it. Yeah. This was the hide and seek house, which is still open and available. And I guess that's why this area is still open, it's so that you can come back here and grab it if you want to do the Sacred Sword quest, because there's nothing blocking you from going all the way back up there at this point, I guess. So that's why this area is still available. Okay, I guess I will also just take a peek back into town. We'll go back down this way. Just in case they hide any documents or anything. And they're telling us no, go back the other way. Because there's monsters everywhere. But I'll check. Just for completion's sake. Like, chat, I think what we'll do is we'll get to the house. We'll get to the house and then we'll probably stop there for today. I think we've gotten a good amount done otherwise. Sounds good. I'll get this last stab in. Alright, perish. Thank you. Yeah, this even in the original, like even in my first playthrough, this area chugged. I remember that happening. Like the transition from the upper map up here to down here is where the game originally chucked a bunch. Since we are now a monster killing machine, I guess it's fine to check down here. Okay, ew. Okay. Yeah, because this is the... I'm pretty sure... Okay, this area dropped frames as well, even on the original, like, even before this patch. So I think the issue is that it's loading the map, like the entire town chunk when we come to this edge and back. So that's why it does that. This is my best theory. Yeah, if you come all the way down here, there's a sledgehammer. Oh. Yeah, then the lower map's loaded in now. The stupid truck. And there's chocolate, yeah. But the way forward is blocked, so you can't go any further than you did at the original start of the game, so I guess that's that. Oh, right, and then you show up if you go and take the chocolate. Alright, excuse me. I don't want to fight you guys, the frame drop's going off. I'm leaving. Let's get out of here before the game explodes. Take me home. Take me home to safe 60 FPS, thank you. Last scan for documents. So interestingly enough, I think yeah, once we enter the house, that's like the last area with any documents to pick up, I think, because the combat section's on the way back. Yeah, it's the house and then the shrine, and the last two ones are the combat gauntlets, which technically are skippable now, which means I think I'm pretty sure there's no further documents to be picked up after that. Oh! Akira the Yokai, thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. What are you guys up to? Well, I'm glitching out. It's so hyped that I'm glitching out. Jump scare. Great jump scare. Hi! Welcome everybody. What were you guys up to? You're also playing Silent Hill? I also wandering the foggy streets of Ebisugaoka. Or maybe you guys were playing some non-spooky stuff. Thanks for the follow as well. Much appreciated. But yeah, welcome everybody, welcome. I am Koro Usami. I'm just a little variety streamer who's vibing on some foggy, spooky times right now. Are you ready to run? No problem. Thanks again for dropping by. Much appreciated. Okay. Well, yeah, we were doing... Stop disconnecting. We were doing one last sweep of the area for any new documents. And, okay, we're not gonna be able to look for documents with these guys around. Shanae. Three stabs should do it. Okay, no documents here. No new stuff. There's a couple extra bandages. What else do we got here? Well, house is there. I guess we'll check up here too, just in case. We didn't check here on our first playthrough. Is there any hidden stuff up here? There's a Yokan up here. Oh, and chocolate. Can't go wrong with some sweets. Okay. That's everything, chat. So, I think we can just hop into the house and we can call it a day. As far as New Game Plus documents go. Look around the outside as well before we go in. Okay. All clear. Okay, no changes in this cutscene. Alright, let me listen to this.
もしもし。
清水さんのお宅でお間違いないでしょうか。岡本水産でございます。
Oh yeah,
ご
Okamoto.
ひいきに預かり誠にありがとうございます。
もしもし。
Yeah, chat. Okamoto, huh? I wonder if that's actually him too. So, here. He's trolling us is what he is doing. Mr. Lead Producer. He's calling us to laugh at us. It's also his truck that's blocking the way. So that's the joke. Alrighty. Crush note. Apologize. If you don't, I will never forgive you. Stuff's different. A little different. Okay. Got a good amount done today, chat, so I think that's probably a good place to call it for now. Yeah. New Game Plus is chugging along. We got our Sacred Sword quest done. And it was nice to know. I guess it's, yeah, have to wrap up. Alright, chat. Oh, hey, a friend of mine's also streaming Silent Hill. Guess I can go raid over to him. Alrighty, let's go say hi, and yeah, we'll be back soon to continue New Game Plus, so thanks for watching everybody, I will catch you guys around soon. Peace!